You're becoming vulnerable and you're accepting change, you're adapting to change, right? When you're doing all of that, you're gaining expertise in and skills in new areas. You're learning something new, and that's adding to your career experiences. I think an organization and the leadership of the organization has a significant role to cultivate a culture of innovation. Firstly, they should walk the talk. They should be open to listening to new ideas, new perspectives. Working in a culture of innovation actually pushes you out of your comfort zone. It helps you push your boundaries. You're able to, think beyond what is in the horizon. It helps you look at what's the art of possibility. And by doing that, you're actually making yourself agile, making yourself be nimble. You're becoming vulnerable and you're accepting change, you're adapting to change, right? When you're doing all of that, you're gaining expertise in and skills in new areas. You're learning something new, and that's adding to your career experiences, to your own personal growth, right? And when you do all of that, it's enhancing your current career journey, but also your future career prospects. Do some innovative and cool stuff. You're able to trigger those thought-provoking conversations with leadership. You get tagged to such assignments. So, as in an organization, leadership is looking for some talent who's agile and nimble and who can take up any cross-functional assignments. And that's the culture of the organization, to pick up such kind of talent. And you've showcased that nimbleness and agileness, you get picked up for such projects, right? So that's my perspective there about how a culture of innovation can help you personally. I think an organization and the leadership of the organization has a significant role to cultivate a culture of innovation. Firstly, they should walk the talk. They should be open to listening to new ideas, new perspectives, diverse thoughts. Always realize that diversity is important. It's good to have different ideas on the table, and leave the old school ways of thinking, and should start with leaders walking the talk, like being open for the ideas that come in from the new blood, the new generation. I think that's a primary way of fostering that culture of innovation. The other areas is when somebody is doing something differently than how things are done in a mundane, regular way. You put some limelight on them. You recognize them for their out-of-the-box thinking, for their thinking of out of the way. You celebrate those small successes, and encourage others to open up and put in their new ideas and perspectives on the table, right? So you're actually creating that safe environment for people to experiment, to go beyond their comfort zone, and drive that innovation. So that it creates a culture in the company that employees can say, okay, we can speak up, we can share our ideas, we are empowered to do something different than what we are doing every day, do better for our customers, do better for our organization, and do better for ourselves because we're doing something different, we're doing something better every day. Setting up a culture of innovation doesn't start from day one. There is some bit of legwork that leaders and managers need to do. First of all, they should be open to drive that culture, and it should start from them within, and they should role model that behavior, saying that, okay, here is how things have been done in the past, but can we look at doing things this way, right? Let's not live in the past all the time. Let's not live there and then, but can we live here and now? And can we look at the future, right? So creating that openness, that environment from the leadership can be a big motivation for team members, for colleagues to taking that walk. For talent that wants to get into organizations that drive a culture of innovation, I think they should be the torchbearers for building that culture, right? So having a mindset of problem solving, having a mindset of challenging status quo, having a mindset of constantly asking questions, like I said earlier, asking the why and the why not, look at the art of possibility. So have that inquisitiveness, have that curiosity, as to why we're doing things the way we are. Can we do them differently? Can we do them better? Can we improve them? I think that's the kind of mindset and the skill set that individuals need to have from an intellectual perspective, right? Technology, domain, all these skills and expertise can be built over a period of time, but having that foundational behavioral mindset that I want to do things better, I want to learn, I want to do things differently. I'm having that mindset is what organizations that want to drive a culture of innovation typically depend on, and those are skills that talent should definitely invest in developing, to join forces with such enterprises. When talent work on their innovation skills, they work on their change management skills, they get exposed to a lot of leadership opportunities, a lot of career prospects. They get that limelight, and they draw that attention. It showcases that you're flexible, that you are open to take on challenges, you're open to get into uncharted territories, and you're open to experiment, you're open to take risks, and that's the kind of talent that enterprises would look for. So you get picked up for leadership assignment opportunities, you get picked up for cross-functional opportunities, you get picked up for global assignments. So that's the kind of opportunities that having an innovative mindset will take you. And not just in the current organization that you're with, you get pulled into cross-organizational assignments, global assignments, cross-departmental assignments, and so on and so forth. So it's just keeping adding to your resume and your profile about the expertise that you bring to the table by gathering all these experiences from the innovation projects that you would work on. I think there is definitely a balance that needs to be maintained when you're wanting to innovate, but you also want to balance the risk appetite of the organization. There is to be proper governance of what can be done and what cannot be done. Some kind of a governance mechanism, controls, risk appetite, protocols need to be established. I think allowing team members and colleagues to at least do a whiteboarding and list down the art of possibility, put down all the ideas on the board. Just don't limit yourself, don't box yourself, but just put everything on the table and constantly evaluate what's possible, what's not possible within the guardrails. I think that's the kind of balance that enterprises need to maintain, work towards. Definitely, having an innovative mindset in an organization gives a competitive advantage and edge to both the employer and the employee. In terms of the advantage for the employee, they get a 360-degree development from the perspective of engagement, learning and development, building subject matter expertise, getting it recognized, getting enhanced remuneration, great career progression. So they skyrocket into leadership roles, much faster, right? So become fast trackers, right? That's the beauty of having an innovative mindset for talent of employees. Now, employers also gain a lot of advantage by investing in that talent, because your speed to market, your innovative product and solutions reach customers quickly. They're able to solve customers' problems. You're driving a high-performance culture in the company. You're thriving as a business. You're able to show the impact to the world outside much faster. So it's a nice mutually beneficial competitive advantage that you'd get with innovative talent in the organization.